okay? The Donda curse is real. I'm just going to say it like this. For some reason, the front of our podcast, episode 21, welcome back, boom, the front of it is deleted. The video. And the last 2 times shit got fucked up, it was when we were talking about Donda, right? And the shit that we just lost was Donda conversation. So maybe, like...
We're just not supposed to talk about it.
When we get it, we get it.
We're just not supposed to talk about it, apparently, so...
Yeah, so I'll start this off by saying to the fans, I apologize on this weird cut that we're going to have. This is the beginning of episode 21, even though we're at the middle of episode 21, as you know.
It'll make sense later.
100% will make sense.
We're just going to throw you in it, and then you figure it out.
Yeah, but in real life, the house was burning. That's all you got to know. That'll be funny for me and Miguel. We'll talk about it next week probably or some shit, but...
Yeah. From
what we lost, but... Sorry about that, and we're going right back to it.
Okay, so... I know we were talking about Benny the Butcher, but yeah. I forgot what we were saying.
Well, your main thing was, which is a very valid conversation to have in all rap, is can you oversaturate the market with yourself? You know what I mean?
Okay, no, I remember that whole part. I'm just talking about like the very last part.
Oh, I was telling you guys about the M, like how they dropped the albums. Yeah. Okay. So they did that, but like I think that thought of, oh yeah, how is he gonna put another album out? Like they put so much music, all of them, but specifically we'll talk about Benny. Like people are gonna get sick of your sound, but even though they have a similar sound, he definitely changes it in ways that I think are interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And just for you, for someone who isn't a big, like, you like Benny and you see how good he is, but like you're not gonna listen to his album instantly.
Yeah.
Like I just saw by the way you were reacting when the first 2 songs were playing, or the second and the third song, that you were like, "What the fuck?" Like.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. It would definitely caught me off guard in like a good way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish listening to it later. I was very surprised.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was fucking with what I heard for sure.
Do you have, just as a Griselda question, like a favorite one out of the 3 of them, or do you just doesn't matter?
It's crazy because like at first like Benny was like the first one that I found.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like he's the one I listened to the most at first, and he was my favorite for that reason. But then I started listening to Conway and Westside Gunn more, and you know that scale kind of tilted a little bit. Like now I kind of prefer both of them more than Benny.
Yeah.
At first I used to not like Westside's
like his voice?
His voice, yeah. But he has a very unique voice for like rap.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, it kind of clicked for me one day, and then I started fucking with it, and then that made me want to go back to listen to like his older shit, because I think I mentioned it last episode. He has a really like a crazy discography,
deep,
like a super long discography.
Yeah.
So,
and think about that. He was putting out albums or mixtapes when not many people were downloading it. You know what I mean? Like literally thousands of people back at a time. Like only thousands, like 1,000, 2,000. And now you look on DatPiff, all of them have 100,000 downloads. You know what I mean? Like because people have gone back.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure. And I think it's worth doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And same thing with Conway. Like he's just a crazy talented rapper, bro.
I think he's the best in the group. Like bars, like he's a machine, literally. You know, like.
Bro, and Conway's just a beast at this rapping shit. So I don't know. I think maybe I prefer. I think my ranking right now would be like Conway, Westside Gunn, and then Benny. But they're all like I fuck with all 3 of them. But it's like
facts.
I think they're all really good rappers. But that's just my ranking of them. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah, and like. At the end of the day, none of that shit matters, you know, because they're still going to be putting out music that they love. Kind of like when anybody's hating on any artist, it's like to the artist it probably doesn't matter because they're still going to get a check from the label and hopefully be making music that they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the vibe that I picked up from Westside Gunn and even all of Griselda, where like most people didn't like the grimy sounding like or griminess of the beats and the way that they rapped, but like shit, there's always something for somebody, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But one of the biggest names in all of hip-hop history dropped a new album, and I know you were listening to it a good amount. Would you want to give me a quick breakdown of what you thought of it and who?
Nas, Kings to Seas 2.
Oof.
He dropped a sequel for the first one.
Did you listen to the first one?
I didn't listen to the first one.
It's great.
Yeah, I know, and I know you told me about it. I think we've even talked about this. We've had the same exact conversation on the podcast, but I still haven't listened to it. But this one dropped, and I was just like, you know what? Let me listen to it. Like, why not?
Hell yeah,
bro. You know, I'm always down for some new music, and it's Nas to begin with, so it's just like, it can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? And there's a handful of songs here that I really like, but then for the rest, it's like, if I don't like it, it's like I don't really care for it. But there's a good amount of the songs that like really, I love it. I like the way he was rapping. I like the, Hit Boy's production. Of course, I think they're a really good match for each other.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
it comes to like making music and shit. But my favorites, Rare, Store Run, Moments, Nobody with Lauryn Hill. Crazy song. She came back like she had just.
If you get a Lauryn Hill verse, like who was the last person before her to get one?
I don't even know.
Before Nas, like what?
I don't even know, bro. So, Moments, Nobody with Lauryn Hill, then Composure. I fuck with that song. I like that speech at the end. That speech at the end was really dope. It hit home, and it kind of like, it was on some inspirational shit. For real. Like, keep your composure. You know what I'm saying? You'll get it when you listen to it. Then I like the outro track a lot. Nas is good as well. But I like the way, you listen to this album. It's like you're listening to a man that's like, he almost like a middle-aged man type shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's past middle age. You know what I mean? Like he's an elder. He's an elder of hip hop.
Of hip hop, yeah, for sure.
He's like probably 50 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Middle age.
That's middle age.
Yeah, I mean, to me, old is like 60 plus.
Old, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so 50 is like middle aged, maybe 40s.
Okay. I feel you.
Okay, I don't know.
It's a conversation for another time.
That's my personal idea of like age. You know
I feel that.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if it's the same for everybody. That's just how I always saw it for some reason. But so he's been through it all, bro. Like you said, he's like a hip hop legend.
Yeah.
He's a lot of people's GOAT. He dropped one of the like best hip hop albums ever.
At such a young age too.
People would argue that multiple of the best hip hop albums ever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and he's had a long ass career after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More than 20 years into the game.
And it's not one of those people who puts out music when they're older and it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I would say like, it wasn't even a justifiable gripe because like he did have songs with good beats, but a lot of his albums didn't have the best beats.
Yeah, his production choice is kind of what turned a lot of people off.
Exactly, and now you're with one of the best beat makers in all of rap. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
And you're one of the best lyricists.
They gotta give Hit Boy his flowers, bro. Like
I think Hit Boy does. Like the one like. The public should, but like I think hip hop really loves Hit Boy.
Okay,
like he does everything if you think about it. Like
he raps, he produces.
Yeah, he's on everybody's albums. Jay feature, like he's everywhere.
He was on Watch the Throne, bro. Like that's all you gotta say. He was on Watch the Throne
before anything, like that we love now, which is crazy. Like
that's insane. And also he raps. His verse on this album was actually dope as fuck on that Composure song again. I think that was probably like the best. Like that was the perfect song for him to be on out of the ones that were in the album. You know, like that feature, it just fits so perfectly in that song. But I mean, what more can I say about this album? I think if you like Nas, definitely check it out. If not, then I think it's still worth checking out. You know, like you're definitely gonna find something that you fuck with. I think the worst moment of this album was by far Eminem's verse.
But you know what the funny thing is? So I didn't listen to the whole album. I went into specifically that song first because I wanted to die of how terrible it was. It was bad.
But you expected it to be worse?
Yeah. Okay. But I also think he has like this formula that he has to be following every time. Like every song is the same, basically. You know what I mean? Like it's the worst shit ever. I think he has to be doing this on purpose. Like
I don't know why he would do it though. Like,
dude, he made it.
His flows on this song are so like offbeat, like.
And he ends the song where it's like, and the title of the song is, and then they say like, and then Nas comes and goes like EPMD2. It's like, no, like please.
Yo, I knew I was gonna hate this song
when I saw it.
No,
just the title.
Okay, but also when like the song starts and the first thing Nas says is like respectfully, I'm like, oh, not you two.
Why?
Bro, come on, bro.
Wait, what? Is that the thing Eminem does, yo?
No, with the fucking Justin LeBoy shit. Like every time somebody says that word now, it's like he ruined that word for me, bro. Like I can't listen to that word. I can't hear that word and like not associate it with it, bro.
What do you? Let's have a real conversation. Like,
respect.
Why is Eminem the way he is now? Was he always like that, and just the world has changed? And
nah, I mean, I don't think so. Cause I think M had a lot of dope like concept albums. You know what I'm saying? And it was almost like the theme behind his albums was almost like
what pushed the star.
Not necessarily, but it was like probably one of the best parts about his music because it was very like satirical and like self-aware in like a funny, ironic way. You know what I'm saying? Like the Eminem show is like basically him making a parallel to his life at that moment in the spotlight.
Can I say something?
The Truman Show. You know what I'm saying? Like how he's like being seen all the time and shit.
For sure. Yeah.
So like Eminem show as an album is like that. That's like one of the first concept albums that like I heard of. You know, and then like. I found out what it really meant, and I was like, "Oh shit!" You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why people fuck with him. Like that was one of them.
Can I say something though?
And I think that he doesn't have that anymore.
So let me ask this then. You were saying it's like him being self-aware of that to make those albums, right? In a lot of these songs now, he's like too self-aware. He's like talking about himself. And how people hate him, how people like he's always like he's like overly self-aware about himself. Do you think? Like, do you get what I'm? Do you kind of feel?
I mean, I haven't listened to a lot of it.
Neither have I, but like from
So I don't know exactly what you mean because I just haven't listened to a lot of it. But in his feature verses, like, I'm not talking about his albums because I haven't heard his albums. Like what I've heard from him is like the rare feature verse like this shit.
Yeah.
And. Yeah, I end up not liking it because it just sounds like a whole bunch of nonsense. Like, and I know he can do way better than that. But yeah, still shout out to him. I guess he's still here for a reason. I mean, there's still people that listen to him, like millions of people that still listen to him.
Shit, come on the pod, Yeah,
good luck.
Hell yeah. He'd probably be one of the actual ones to pull up, you know what I mean?
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, imagine. Next episode starts, he's just sitting in the middle.
People are gonna like bring back everything bad that I've said about Eminem in the podcast. They're gonna make like a compilation of that shit.
And then it's just him sitting in the middle of us, and he's really pissed.
Nah, I'd still interview him.
Hell yeah,
That'd be dope as fuck.
Because it's like you can be critical of a person's what they're doing now and still give them all the praise of everything else, you know.
And it'd be dope to give him like to explain himself, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but like I've seen him talk about it because like. I've specifically, like, when the Joe Budden podcast used to be good.
Okay.
They used to talk about any time a verse would come out, because Joe was like, this is not the guy. Like, as if it was like, a clone was put in with, like, the anti-Eminem who could still rap. Like, he just gives you the worst shit. Because he's always rapping about, like, everybody wants to, like, stupid shit, bro. Like I just think maybe what it is, it's kind of like you just are so, like, in a bubble, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or hyper aware too, because like you were saying, he was always aware of everything. Like how he was like the clown at the show. Like he was always a part of the joke. Like he kind of liked being that guy who was in on it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Shout out to Emyo. That dude's special. I remember that was like the first time I like heard Eminem's like "My Name Is" like blew my fucking mind. Like I was young as fuck, bro.
Bro, I didn't like grasp I didn't grasp how popular and like how praised he was until like way later.
When you were a kid, you didn't realize it?
Yeah, I didn't realize it because I wasn't even here when it happened. Like I wasn't in the States.
True.
I was in DR. So like
and was it huge there?
I mean, it reached me over there.
It says something.
So that says something in itself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand what he was saying because I didn't speak English at the time. But then like, bro, I got here and what was popping at the time, bro? When I'm Gone song, bro.
When I'm Gone?
It's like, when I'm gone, don't carry on no more.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bro, like, that shit, and then, like, I looked up the YouTube video to that, and it sent me down, like, an Eminem rap hole.
Really?
Like, that, Toy Soldiers.
Toy
like,
Soldiers
like,
was the shit, bro.
All those old songs. And then, like, right after that, he came out with Recovery, and that was, like, his, like, Not Afraid, like that.
His pop smash.
Yeah, like his most mainstream.
That Rihanna song, right?
Yeah, like Love the Way You Lie.
Oh.
And bro, that shit was
good,
everywhere, bro. That shit was everywhere. That album was everywhere, bro.
That might be, honestly, at that time, no music was being played more everywhere than that album.
Bro, between those two songs, Not Afraid and Love the Way You Lie.
There was another one, too, that was crazy, yo. Like,
I forgot which one, bro, but...
Was Skylar Grey on that Love the Way You Lie? Or the other one?
Bro,
I think she
was. She's been on like a lot of his albums.
Yeah, but one of them on that album too was crazy. That everyone lost it too. That time is crazy. Eminem,
bro. I just remember him running shit. I mean, he had run shit way
beforehand.
Before that too.
Yeah. But he dropped
his first 3 albums.
What, Relapse? He dropped, and that was dog shit, right?
I think I haven't listened to Relapse in so long, but I think that's been one of the albums that people like when they go back to it, they were like, "Oh, it's actually good." Like
really,
when they revisited it, yeah.
But I think at the time it was one of his most disliked albums, and then he came back with a Recovery after, which was like the biggest smash ever.
The biggest like hits.
Yeah, that's crazy. Eminem is. It's funny to think back to the times of that. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, that was like early high school things.
I was about to say, shout out to Rafe. I can see him doing some stupid shit, just like, I'm not afraid, like, oh yeah, good old days, yeah.
That's it.
That shit's crazy.
That's crazy how much time has gone by. That's definitely like early
2010s?
2010s,
yeah. Maybe 2010, yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. I don't even remember. It's been so long.
Yeah.
But it's been at least a decade, like at the very
least.
For sure,
a decade. Yeah. Of us not getting good Eminem music.
Yeah, anything after that, I just have not tapped in. I mean, Marshall Mathers LP 2 came out.
Oh, that wasn't the worst.
I listened to it, but I expected more. Like I didn't like
with being named Marshall Mathers LP 2, you know, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That shit just plays so much
weight on it,
exactly. Yeah. Like the expectations were crazy high for that shit, but
that was the worst verse on the album for sure, though.
Yeah, I did not like it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you.
The fall from grace is crazy.
Shit, but.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't even know if I can say that because there's still a shitload of people that
probably love it, yo.
That love it, that still fuck with him. They listen to that and they're like, yo, this is the craziest flow.
They must have taken whatever pill is like, you know how like the Matrix, like red or blue pill, whatever one keeps you in the system. That's the Eminem pill, yeah.
Yo. But shout out to him.
Yeah, hell yeah. I hope he drops great music, like same way with Kanye. We want good,
we always want good music, bro.
Yeah. And we'll say when it's good.
Yeah, we'll admit it.
And we'll also admit when it's titled EPMD2 featuring Eminem and EPMD. Yeah. I listened to a couple of Start songs. Rare. That one stuck out big to me.
Rare is one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
I like his flow on that shit.
Yeah, I was going to say. He
also, like, the beat is kind of... It's kind of like one of the most modern sounding beats. Like, it's not too soulful. It doesn't, like... Most of the beat is not like a soulful sample or anything like that. It's kind of like just an original sound.
It kind of makes you realize where, like, Nas is one of those guys who has a very distinct voice. Or even flow, you know what I mean? Like, we all have, like, when we think of Nas, probably the same kind of sound in our head. And on some of these songs that I listened to, even the Eminem one where he did have, like, similar, like, cadences as to what he used to have, I was like, oh, damn, it sounds like there's something new there, you know what I mean? Like, like he's hungry, and that might be giving him more passion, so he says it a little bit. I'm just happy that we got two, like, from the songs that I heard. The first, King's Disease, I thought was fucking amazing. And just from what I heard from this, even the Eminem song, I was like, oh, other than Eminem, no, it was not bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, what else have you been listening to? Anything else aside from these things?
Listening.
Could be old, new, anything.
Listening to Jungle did drop a new album. I listened to it one time through.
Who is Jungle? I don't know.
They're, if I'm not mistaken, they're a duo. Like, they make like not dance music, but like house music, kind of hip hopish toned. But they also have like Like they're definitely two. I think they're two white dudes, so they have like that like white boy vibe at the same time.
Okay, you.
But like I know Drake did a bunch of work with them back in the day.
Oh, what?
Like they're huge, yeah.
Oh shit.
Like they're actually like I bet you if we were to look on the charts, they're probably like top 3 albums right now.
That's crazy.
Like they're actually super huge.
All right, so.
But they put out a.
I'm just not plugged in.
You know, Happy Man.
Happy Man.
You're a happy man.
No.
It's a great song. It's like billions of views.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're huge. But they put out this new album, Loving in Stereo, and from what I heard, it's good. Like they always are. But I think it's a similar sound, and like maybe they just needed to put out an album after quarantine to just get the like the cobwebs off you type of thing.
Okay.
Because it sounds similar to what they did. Like they didn't try anything new to my ears. But good music with your girl, throw this on.
All right.
You got it.
That's dope. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Schoolboy Q, bro.
Ooh, what album?
But yeah, just throw his discography on shuffle, basically, and I skip the songs I don't like, and I listen to the ones I like, obviously.
Yeah,
but bro, I've been fucking with Blank Face a lot though.
Classic.
The album is really good. Y'all should go back and listen to it. Like, if you haven't heard it in a minute, can't believe it came out like 2016. It's been so long.
I honestly would say all of Schoolboy Q's discography is like super underrated. Like,
No,
I think we talked about it last time even, like because we brought up TD and whatnot. But like he is like an S tier artist. I think honestly, you know what I mean?
Yo, he had like a stream on Twitch, in which he played some songs off the new album.
Recently?
Yeah, like
Ooh.
a week ago or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, like this was super recent, bro. And it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
If y'all, I didn't say that. Y'all didn't hear it from me, but
It's somewhere.
it's somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So there's like 4 songs I think that he played. First off, like he's not just playing the songs. Like he's talking also, like catching people up.
Yeah, it's
and shit.
alive or something.
It's alive. Yeah, like that's a stream.
Yeah.
So, but he also played the songs. He has one with Rico Nasty, bro.
Ooh.
She absolutely kills that.
She's
bitch.
probably the best female rapper right now to me.
She's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yo, there's that one. There's another one where he's just saying like "fuck the cops," whatever. And bro, that shit just goes like it just goes stupid, bro. Like it goes so hard. I really want to go to his next tour so I can watch that song being performed.
Okay, so let me just ask you this: Isaiah started with some clips, him in lives. Then we get some songs, and then we get an album. You think we're about to get the Schoolboy Q rollout?
No, yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
Because he said he's almost done with the album. Like he said he's like always saying, "Oh, I want 2 more songs on it," and then he records one, then he scraps another one, and then you know what I'm saying. So it's like he's just saying he's like almost done with it. Like he's putting the finishing touches on it.
Let's go.
So it should be here soon. I'm hoping definitely by the end of the year. Like I'd be surprised if he doesn't drop it by the end of the year.
I think we'll 100% get it by that. I bet you we'll get it before like November type shit.
He's probably like the next one on the roster.
For sure.
Yeah, and then bro, I don't know.
I'm just losing hope for Kendrick, bro. Every day that goes by, I'm
Why
just
are you
like,
losing hope? You because all of it's going to fucking Kanye, bro.
bro, I don't. It's just been so long, bro.
Who cares? He's not telling you anything. Like
Still,
you're acting
bro.
like he's twinkling a fucking song in front of your
I
face.
know,
like,
I know, but still, it's just been like 5 years, bro. 4 years. About to be 5 years.
But you got to take away one because of COVID. That shit doesn't count. Everybody gets a mulligan. Maybe even like a mulligan and a half, like a year and a half, because no one wanted to tour and drop music because that fucks all of it. They don't make money from dropping an album with the streams. They make money from the tour.
I mean, they still would make something, bro.
No,
Like, artists like Kendrick.
No, but most of their money, like.
I mean, I'm not saying most of the money doesn't come from the
Like
streams.
probably 90% of their money comes from the tour.
Where? Is
Yeah.
that much?
Yeah.
Is that much? Okay.
Yeah. Because like Drake, it was said that he made over $57 million on his tour.
Million?
Yeah, and his deal was to drop an album and get $10 million. So what does that tell you? He doesn't get in on the stream. Well, he probably does a very small percentage, but like that, the tour is where it's at for everybody.
Okay.
Hence why Travis Scott with Astroworld was one of the biggest failures of money because he put all of his money into the tour. He spent something like $10 million on the tour itself.
Oh,
and that's fucking crazy. Like, no one spends that much money. A hip-hop tour, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But I mean, everybody that went to
it was the best tour in the world.
Was one of the they said it was one of the best shows. And shit.
Yeah, so like,
I didn't know that about Astroworld actually. That it was like a failure financially.
Well,
like it didn't make any money.
No, it made money, but compared to like
the amount that was put in.
Exactly. Like, he put a lot of his own money into it, where it's to the point where like, this is like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Astroworld, like I honestly do think Astroworld was kind of his like pop album.
Yeah,
like, to be honest, even though it was good, but I felt like what he did with the tour was like pop star. Like he did some Kanye level stuff, some Prince level stuff, where like he has a whole event. Like he was on roller coasters. It was really dope. So like I can't hate on him at all. Yeah, facts. It looks so dope. I saw
he did a good job at like branding Astroworld. You know.
Yep. I mean,
the Wish You Were Here merch, all that shit. Like, it was super fire. I wish I could have gone road for real.
Yeah, facts.
Like during that. I still need to go to a Travis show. You always say like, wait, you've been to one, right?
I've been to 2 Travis shows.
Exactly. So you're always saying like, oh, he goes touring all the time. How haven't you seen him? But it's like I just haven't had the chance. You know. So I definitely want to go to the next one.
We're definitely going when he comes to New York. So you'll get a good.
For Utopia.
Yeah.
The Utopia. Did he announce the dates already?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I don't know, bro. I might be bugging, but I just know.
He's definitely dropping some shit soon because he's going on a he's at the shit that I'm going to in Vegas and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, and over on every single Lollapalooza and whatnot.
Yeah, facts.
But shit, any more music talk that you want to get into before I got a question for you about a different type of art form?
Let me see. Oh, Navy Blue dropped a new album.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it's called Navy's Reprise.
Oh, shit.
Why did I point to the computer and not the camera?
It's that kind of night, yeah.
It's that kind of night, but yeah. Navy Blue dropped some new shit. Definitely check it out. Check it out for sure.
Great. I didn't know that. I might have to give it a listen.
It sounds a little happier than his last one.
The last one was really heavy.
Yeah,
the content, the rap, it was great.
It's still on some like uplifting, inspirational shit.
I love that.
But it's more of a happy tone, or at least like to me it was. And yeah, I enjoyed it. If you like his previous project, what's it called? Let me look it up.
Like Paradise Blue or something?
Nah, I got you. Hold up.
That was a great album though.
I gotta say it. I can't leave y'all hanging on this.
Yeah, hell
yeah. It's called Song of Sage Post Panic. That's the name of the album.
Good.
And then his newest album is called Navy's Reprise. Yeah. Not that long, like 40 minutes, 39 minutes. So pretty short listen. Y'all should check it out.
How many songs?
16 songs.
Ooh, that's good, yo.
16 songs.
That's gonna be the
pretty short songs. So yeah, listen to that. Listen to Post Panic if you haven't. For sure. Also, bro, I'm still listening to 2 albums as well, bro. Call Me If You Get Lost is still in rotation.
Yup, I was listening to that heavy last week.
Call Me If You Get Lost still in rotation, and so is The House Is Burning, bro.
Yep.
The House Is Burning is just like I'm liking it even more now, bro. Like,
well, I think even with every Isaiah album, as the time goes on, we've liked it even more. Every album, you know what I mean?
No, for
like he's a good way where he's not a flash in the pan, you know what I mean? He's like really a long burn where he puts out content that you can go back to and enjoy. So like,
bro, like
that's not even common nowadays, you know.
Now I like Hey Mister. That song is fire.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize it on like the first
earlier
listen because of like I was focused on the other songs.
Yeah, there were so many things.
Chad
is still like one of the best.
Bro, I was riding in the car with my cousin, and he hadn't listened to it, and he's an Isaiah fan, but he just hadn't had time to check the album. But he liked his first 2 albums, and he just hadn't listened to it. And I'm like, you haven't heard anything?
So that's the first song you played?
That's like none of the singles, nothing. He was like, no, nothing, bro. I put on R.I.P. Young while we were driving.
Yeah, that's a great song,
bro. That shit hit different. That's a good album for the car, yo.
Yes.
That song
with bass kicking.
Bro, that was a moment. Like, that shit definitely approved the touch, yo.
Hell yeah, I got a long drive to Connecticut this weekend, and that Navy Blue album are definitely going to be bumping the whole time.
Okay, bro.
Hell yeah.
For sure. So yeah, now moving on from music. What have you been watching, bro?
Shit, well, I just recently, this isn't what I was going to ask earlier, but just to talk about it, I just recently started watching Ozark with my girl.
You never watched Ozark?
So when it first came out in like 2017 or whatever, the first season, or 18, I watched like the first episode and I was like, this is terrible. I hated it.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I watched it, I didn't finish it either.
Yeah.
But during quarantine.
Ooh, you ripped through it?
I
No
think,
spoilers,
like,
please.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, bro. But yeah, like a new season had just dropped, and it's like quarantine. Of course, I'm like, why not, bro? I binged that whole shit.
Hell yeah!
It's fire, bro. I loved it. It's a great show.
We just got to the
what season are you on?
Season 1, episode 10. So we're at the season finale right now. Yep. And it's good, and everybody says that it gets better as the show goes on. So
yes, bro. It has some wild plot twists, bro. Like wild plot twists.
I'm just mad happy that like, because me and my girl like watching shows together, and like we watched Game of Thrones for her first time, but I already seen it.
Okay.
So now we're able to watch like a really good show together. Exactly, and we're all like trying to come up with theories and shit, and then like the next episode happens and it destroys that theory instantly. I'm like, well,
bro, like I'm telling you right now, bro, that show throughout all the seasons has the wildest episodes, like the wildest plot twists, bro. The finale you're about to watch is crazy. Literally, like the last minute of the last episode, it's insane. Like it's the wildest clip.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Me and my girl actually watched episode 10, but stopped with 20 minutes left because it was like an hour and 20 minutes and it was mad late. And I was like, okay, we're at a good point where like I know shit's about to go crazy. Like it was building, it's building. They have everybody at the table talking about flooding the land so they can put a casino boat out there. And I'm like, this is going too good. So I'm like, with these last 30 minutes, whatever happens, like and you just said like in the last minute even, so like I'm hyped for that shit.
Bro, yeah, like if you haven't watched Ozark, definitely watch that shit.
Yep. But something we can talk about, so spoilers, we both watched Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, we did.
What was your thought on that? Did you enjoy it? Like,
it was cool. I enjoyed it more than like expected to like it, to be honest. Because like the first one, I don't think I even watched it. If I did, I watched maybe like 15 minutes.
It was the worst movie ever, yeah.
And I was like, nah, this ain't it. But then this one came out, it looked different. Like I was seeing ads for it.
Can I have a crazy thing to cut you off real quick?
Yeah.
I think what Eminem is in the rap game, Will Smith is in, like, he's getting terrible now, yeah.
Word?
Like, what's the last good Will Smith movie you saw?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I can't even think of one on top of my head. Did you see that Gemini Man shit?
I did. I saw it on HBO.
I haven't watched it.
It was terrible. Yeah, it was like the worst movie I've ever seen. And then he was in this movie with like fairies, and that was the worst movie I've ever fucking seen. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's watched, but he's had a lot of.
What's he got on Instagram, bro?
I don't follow him there. So
Neither do I, but just take a little peek. You'll want to jump off a bridge. Yeah, it's lit. But I apologize. But back to that.
Yeah. So I didn't watch the first one, but the things that I was thinking about the second one kind of caught my eye, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should watch it. It's on HBO Max, so I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And then you told me to watch it. You said it was crazy. I didn't watch it that night. I watched the next night.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The next day. But yeah, bro, it like really surprised me in a good way. It was just a fun movie, entertaining. I like the tone of the movie. I think it doesn't take itself too seriously, and that makes it better. You know, with the characters, with like the things that happen, with the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? The visuals also were really like they were fire.
Yeah.
Like they were so colorful and kind of like unrealistic, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the whole movie's unrealistic.
Of course. Well, like when Harley Quinn jumps into the giant thing's eye.
Oh yeah.
You
said spoilers, so yeah,
we've been on.
Yeah, when she jumps into the starfish.
The starfish, yeah.
Bro, the whole like veins inside the eye.
Amazing, right?
That shit look wild,
yeah.
bro. Like if you watch that movie smacked, that shit would be
the best.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I watched it sober.
Yeah, me too.
It was still crazy. The humor is also fun. John Cena
stole the show, Loki.
Killed it. Like I was not expecting that at all, but he was definitely one of the best characters. Even though like that fight at the end with him and
Idris Elba.
Yeah, but what's his character's name?
Wait, the white guy or the black guy?
It was John Cena and the black guy.
Like Kill Shot or something, like Bloodsport.
I don't know if it was that, but regardless, Idris Elba's character.
Mm-hmm.
The fight between them two at the end was kind of like anticlimactic, to be honest.
Well, shit, I thought, like, the way that they had John, like, you get introduced to John Cena and Idris Elba kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, like, they're walking, and he's like, who the fuck is that guy? He's like, I'm exactly like you, but better. And it's like they didn't take themselves serious at all, you know what I mean? And the director, James Gunn, he's one of the best, like, comedy action directors he did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I didn't know he was the one that directed it, but when I was watching it, I was like, bro,
it was very Bloodsport. Yeah.
This is like DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the like.
Said that to me.
I had that thought in my head as I was watching it, and then after I watched it and I talked to you about it, you were like, oh yeah, James Gunn, he actually directed Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, he definitely has his own style, and it carries over to this movie in a good way.
You know what's something that's so funny? And it's perfect. So we're super spoilers. So all before the movie, when it's being promoted, I'm seeing fucking Pete Davidson's stupid face everywhere. And I hate Pete Davidson. I don't think he's funny at the slightest. And that motherfucker gets killed in the first 4 seconds of the movie.
Oh, yeah,
and then you don't see him again for the rest of like 2 hours, basically. It was the best fucking thing ever, yo. And like they killed so many people that were huge. Like they killed the Walking Dead dude, like the guy who's a huge actor. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was Yondu, the blue guy.
Yeah.
Like they were just killing everybody.
Yeah, he was also was swimming away.
Yeah, and they blew his head off. Yeah.
But yeah, I fuck with this movie. Funny, action scenes are cool. The shark character, King Shark.
Yeah, really good.
Funny as fuck. Like. Yeah. That was a great way to add like comedic relief to the movie. One of my favorite parts is like when they're all at the bar and shit having fun, and it just cuts to him in the truck like just
looking out the window,
just sad as fuck. Yo,
there was a couple funny scenes, like the one that I loved. Harley Quinn is breaking out. She broke out.
Yeah.
And Bloodsport and like the white dude. Well, let me get his name. The character. I don't even know. It doesn't even have it. But they're like getting ready to go rescue her, and they're like, okay, set off the explosive in 3, and like Idris Elba's starting to climb the wall, and they like go 2, and they're like, what are we doing? And then they cut, and it's just like Idris Elba hanging there. It's like, she's like, we came to save you, and then she's like, that's so sweet. I could go back. I'm sorry for messing it up. You'd still save me. Like it was so good.
I'm glad they kept Margot Robbie as
for sure,
because she was like one of the few good things the other movie got right. It was that.
Yeah, for sure.
Was casting her as Harley Quinn. And she did a great job this movie.
I thought it was
her breakout scene is actually one of my favorites in the whole movie.
Of this one?
Of this one,
yeah, facts. And speaking of the breakout scene, I think this is the same one. I thought it was super interesting how like as she was fighting, they started putting like the flowers everywhere.
Yeah. And
I was just like, that. Like, don't get me wrong, like.
That's what I meant by unrealistic. You know, it wasn't like.
Yeah.
Obviously, the whole movie's unrealistic, but this is like unrealistic even within the world of the movie.
It's like they're putting CGI in it that like is a happy faced flower for no reason, like a sticker. And like for most of the time when I first watched it, I was like, whoa, this is a little crazy. And then like as it happened, and then I watched it a second time, I was like, holy shit, like that just that in itself was kind of dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they did a bunch of shit like that, like just even the comedic relief that they would bring at like there's a bunch of people you see people getting exploded, and then like you see like King Shark like, can I chomp? It's like, and that's just like, bro, people are getting blown up. Go chomp, bro. Like, it was good, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. So another movie that I saw actually just came out. A24, bro. I feel like every movie's an A24.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's the name of it, but that's the production. But they're great.
Like they put out so many movies, bro. It's crazy. And like over the years, like over the past, like I'd say 5 years at least for me since I found out about them. There's so many movies that I would watch and like I wouldn't know it was by them until later. I'm like, oh, they did this one too.
You see the A24 pop up and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like wait, because they have all that crazy like horror shit.
Yeah.
They have shit like Uncut Gems, Good Times, which is like more action thriller, I guess, like their take on it. They have just weird fucking movies.
Uncut Gems was A24?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay, that's dope.
They have sentimental shit like Waves and fucking Moonlight.
Ooh.
The Florida Project.
Moonlight is so fucking good, yeah.
They won the Oscar for a reason.
Yeah, facts though. But what movie did you see?
But I saw this one that just came out called The Green Knight.
Ooh,
which is like a fantasy movie with Dev Patel.
Yes, I saw trailers. That looks so good.
Yeah, bro.
Where'd you watch it on?
In the movies. Like,
oh shit, you went? Yeah.
I went.
That's dope.
Yeah, bro, great movie. I loved it. It's not crazy on the plot. Like the premise of the plot is very simple, and it's not really like it's about a knight that has to go fight this. He's not really a knight, but it's about the nephew of a king. I'm not gonna say who the king is, but the nephew of a king who basically goes on this quest to fight this character called the Green Knight.
I think it's a very famous book.
Yeah, it's a famous like old story, like old poem. I don't even know what the fuck it is exactly, but
it's like from the time of Beowulf and stuff.
Yeah, like super old mythical story, basically. And they made a movie on it, and if you go watch this, don't expect like a heavy like action whatever. It's more about like the journey and how he becomes like this person. Like it's kind of like a coming of age story, but in like it focuses more on like him as a person, I think. Not really like his fighting and shit like that, but more like the person that he ends up being by the time he gets to like the end of his quest, you know what I'm saying? And bro, the visuals, like the colors and everything, the outfits, the setting, like the places they recorded this shit at, all of that, the CGI, everything. Amazing. Like that's another one of those movies that you gotta go watch this, man, bro.
Really?
Yes.
I wish, like, not like I don't want to go to the movie theater, but like with how easy movies have been streaming now, like I can't wait for like movies to automatically be put out at home. You know what I mean?
Bro, but nah, that movie.
I'm hyped. I want to see that. I've read that book in college.
You should definitely watch it, and also, it's one of those movies that have different like interpretations and shit, different theories and stuff like that. So it definitely would be fun to watch it again. I want to watch it again.
Oh yeah, shit. Let's hit the theater, bro. It'd be a good time.
Nah, bro, for sure. So watch that too if you haven't. And aside from that, I haven't really been watching anything.
Yeah, me neither. That's really been it. Ozark, and that Suicide Squad movie, which was dope. We'll have to talk about Ozark next episode. Every time I hit some crazy point, I'll bring it up on the pod, and you could be like, "Get ready, bro."
Yeah, bro. Nah, I'm telling you, the characters, they go through like some mild character arcs, bro.
Oh, I just saw like the family got their fake like new identities, so like I don't think that's gonna last long, but I'm excited for whatever happens, and
you'll have to wait and see, bro.
Exactly, yeah. Shit, but you got anything else?
That's it, bro.
Shit, well.
Sorry for like that little time hop.
Yeah, we came back with some good content at the end though. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Thanks. Nah, we had a weird. This is like our time machine episode.
Yeah, for real.
Like the time space continuum got fucked up a little bit, but then we made it work.
And let's just hope the Donda curse is only when we're talking about it when it's not coming out. So when it does come out, everything's
Bro,
good.
that's the weirdest shit. Again,
right?
We've lost footage like 2 or 3 times in this podcast while we were recording, and the footage that is lost is specifically when we're talking about Donda.
Shitting on it, kinda. Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you were pretty hype about it the second listening through, but fuck, bro.
Yeah, that's just weird.
What the fuck up for again? I deleted 5 fucking videos, bro. We started talking about Donda and it broke again, bro.
Ain't no... Bro!
Miguel.
Nah, bro, it scared me happening, bro.
Miguel, you saw that, right? As we were talking about it, it popped up. And I put it as a 20-minute timer and we get 25. I deleted 5+ videos, bro.
That's...
Okay, I got goosebumps because of this shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's real, bro. I'm not even fucking around.
Should we just end it at that? I feel like that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But
Miguel, I swear to God.
That's insane.